to Hotwire TV, where everything is hot. Here we discuss all matters of politics. Today we have our presidential candidate. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hi everybody, hi hello Kenyans. My name is Alfred Wangai Mondia and I am vying for the presidential seat in 2027. I have a lot for this country. I love my country. I'm a patriot for this country. And I want to introduce myself, and what I have is something that at least every Kenyan deserves to know. And taking back where I started, we are Hotwire, Democratic Front. But Hotwire is not just a front, but a movement. Somewhere you can change your life. Somewhere you can empower your daily activities. Somewhere you can get self-empowered also. And also so many other things that are attached to Hotwire. I started Hotwire back in 2023, but the vision goes back to 10 years ago, where at least I saw the opportunities whereby the communities or everybody's life can be empowered by just changing it from what they're used to and harnessing the power of communication, power of technology, power of opportunities to make something concrete to change your own individual life and change the life of others. Well, in the first 100 days is very important. There's a very important part of what we want to do, or what I want to do. Actually, in the first 48 hours, we want to touch humanity by changing the fact that some people are in the streets. We want to pick those people from the streets first, take them to centers that we have prepared for them, temporarily and permanently. Those people will live there. Those people will have entertainment, food, basic amenities, basic provisions, training, and somewhere they can be comfortable. Why? Because Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nyeri, everywhere, we need those people to start driving the economy from the word go. Not that we don't remember that they are having some input in the streets, but it is because we want those people to be comfortable, fine. Once that is done, the economy will start rolling within the first 14 hours. Also, I want to cover the first 100 days in a nutshell. That is just a catalyst to start the process, because after that, within the first 100 days, the other things that will start functioning, other things like the 24-hour economy will start having some impact. For example, the people who do not have jobs, Kenya will have all the jobs that you need, actually more than you need, because the opportunities that we are creating with our partnership, either locally or abroad, will enhance this fact that every Kenyan deserves to have something put on the table, every day for their families, for their loved ones, and such and forth. So for us, the first 100 days, we have short-term goals and long-term goals. One of those other things that we're going to do in the first 100 days is make sure that we legalize the crypto space, so that the crypto, be it Bitcoin, be it Ethereum, be it any crypto, will be legalized in Kenya via the Central Bank of Kenya, that is through the National Treasury. Those are the things that we think, or I think, that will drive this economy from where it is and start thriving from the point that it will be by that time. Also, within the first 100 days, we want to make sure that every Kenyan has something in their pocket. Whether you're working or not, there will be always an opportunity for you. The young ones, the middle-aged people, and the old people, everybody will have equal chances for making something at the end of the day. In regards to corruption, it's a vice that has had problems over the years. I think that is one of those things that if you try to eliminate corruption, there's always someone to fight you. These are the things that we will start working on. And first strategy to achieve it: one, we will implement and deploy artificial intelligence. We will combine it with machine learning to make sure all the government systems, be it picking an ID, be it birth certificate, be it registration of maybe vehicles, tax returns, things like any registration that is done or accompanied by a function in any organ of this the new government, we will be able to match your details and be able to give you the opportunities so that if you're doing procurement, for example, if you are buying pens, for example, a pen in procurement, you don't need to go and search how much a pen is costing. A pen you go to the general market, the AI is able to pick all this the prices from the market, and it is able to tell the procurement officer this pen costs 10 shillings, it's not 1,000 shillings. So some of those things are the ways that we want to curb that vice or that problem, because we won't fight corruption the way you think we will fight it. We will just implement features or facilities that will curb it automatically so that it doesn't even have that room to be, for it to possibly be existing in this particular country. So that will be dealt with in a wise and in a soft way that will eliminate it and curb it permanently, never to come back to this country. My past experience has been really bitter, very encouraging, but still bitter. The bitterness came from, trying to change this country, trying to help the common person, trying to be genuine to the common man, exploiting ideas that are not possible in the country and bringing them to this country and making sure the Mwananchi or the common man is having the best results, rather having something in their pocket. So in my past life, I encountered a lot of criticism, persecution, everybody is against you. But in real sense, not that everybody was against you, but some people felt that it was good for you to be branded as a bad person. Now that did not kill my morale. Actually, it activated the call to now fight this problem by coming up with a solution. And through that past life, I was able to even drive my agendas further. I was able to work or introduce myself in the concept the National Treasury by that time. And we were able to work together with the National Treasury to change or to make some insertion into the Capital Market Act 485A. You can go and refer to it, refer to that. Check where we worked on those regulations, because it's an insertion, it's a whole insertion of an industry that was not existing. So you can imagine the pressure that I had, or the pressure that we had to do that. And we're not even legislators, we're not just, we just common people or common man. So that gave me the morale to now vie for what I'm vying for today, so that we can make those changes. Also, notably, the online forex trading, the licenses that were created after that is courtesy of what we did. So if no one recognized that, we don't mind. What we minded was, can that industry be included in the other, like just any other industry? I didn't mind so much of the ridicule, but that ridicule is what has landed me today in what I'm doing right now. Also, we were along the path. I was able to work with the other, some other people, even from the National Treasury, to make sure that some of those proposals can be done. For example, Financial Service Authority, which is supposed to merge the organs like central bank, organs like in your retirement benefit authority, something like Kenya Revenue Authority, something like security of the securities part, which is now like CMA. and others, to make sure there is no duplication, there is no no double work being done, no duplication of roles, duplication of work, duplication of even budgets and such and forth, so that all those things will be merged and kept in one organ, or rather in a framework that handles all of them at a go. That one will make dispensation of such services like taxation, services like licensing, services like income collection of income. It will be much easier if it is done that way. So notably also we worked on something like Nairobi International Financial Center, which was something like in Dubai, it is actually working as we speak. So it was a replica, or some ideas were gotten from there, and it is actually working in Dubai. So Kenya was to have the same form of framework, or as rather organs to help mitigate some of those duplications, and also to curb corruption, and to curb those the unnecessary formation of functions that are just duplicative. Actually, it's just about duplication. In regards to, I spoke of the streets, because those guys don't have anywhere to sit, or they don't have a roof under their heads. So in regards to housing, we want to make housing possible. Housing is supposed to be a right anyway, not just, it's supposed to be a right. And we want to make sure that every Kenyan has the capacity to be seated in their homes every day, enjoy their families, and enjoy a good life. So we have our partners locally and abroad who are willing even to do the build, operate, and transfer models for us as a country. People who are willing to pump in their capital to generate, they're in businesses, but they're able to generate income from those BOT arrangements, which is build, operate, and transfer. Whereby, for example, Mashinani, you can say maybe I'm from a village. In that village, I can we can have our partners there. They can come build a house for you, either for rental or for permanent use. And then you can, once they recover or recoup their profits or their costs, then that house will belong to you. So it is about a practical approach of housing, or getting houses, or building houses or homes for our local community, or for all Kenyans at large. So majoring on the BOT model, it is possible, and it will be possible now and even in the near future. In regards to health, for example, let me highlight one of the proposals, one of the things that we will do to this, to our community. One, we will make childbirth, or when giving birth, our government will be able to cater for the expenses. For example, when you're giving birth, you will not be paying for the hospital bill for the next maybe a month or 2 or 3 or 6 months, and there is that facilitation of things like pampers, rather not pampers but diapers, whereby those accompaniments, or those things that a mama or a mom needs in the Mashinani area, we'll get them for free, because the government will sponsor childbirth, will sponsor this child for the next 6 months to 1 year, so that at least we encourage people to get birth, rather to give birth. And it will encourage all Kenyans, all women, that it is not your burden. We know that some of these ladies, some of these women, when they get pregnant, not all of them are catered for by their husbands or their communities. It's like they are left to suffer on their own. So that is one of the things that we plan to implement. In regards to education, every Kenyan has the right to education. And I'll start by capturing this. There is a time education was made free by our former regimes. And this time around, what we want to do is we will have enhanced education approach whereby we start molding our people or our young people from the word go, so that we don't we eliminate the previous narrative that you tuseme vijana wasome so that yani vijana wasome ili wapate kazi. Hapana. Sasa we are relating, rather we are rewriting this narrative that utasoma uende shule, yes, but utapata kutengeneza kazi wewe mwenyewe na you can make you will have created those opportunities for the other people. So our education, we plan that our education will be 100% free, from primary education to secondary education to universities and colleges. Those ones we will cater for as a government. For one reason, we want to nurture that talent from the word go. So by the time this person is hitting the university level, this person is already self-empowered. By the time they are in secondary school, they are already making money from our activities or our approach, because it is self-sustaining, it is self-empowerment. So this education that you are crafting for all Kenyans will be beneficial to everybody, from the word go, from the small child to the secondary person, rather secondary level person, to the university level. All of them hamtakosa kazi ama hakuna kusema after that hakuna kazi. So we'll make sure that that is possible through the free education. I'll say this categorically: Kenya needs change, and change is now, and we are the ones to change this country. So I don't think anybody wants to be left behind when we are changing. So if you're part of this community as a Kenyan, if you're part of Kenya as a patriot, if you love Kenya, it is time for us to make this change. Whether you are living in Kenya and you are Kenyan, I urge even the diaspora, I urge everybody who is associated to Kenya or with our country, come back to Kenya and let us build Kenya. Let us make Kenya the greatest country in the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, keep it hot.